This is
Okay, who
I
was
hate
the
this
first?
question for the record, but I will say this without saying it's the most important or the one. I will give special credit because you talked about AGA to
Yeah.
one person, and that would be Ed Cross. Ed Cross is someone that I looked up to for so many years. He has so much heart for restorers,
Mhm.
and he has so much that he enters into with all of his professional expertise on behalf of restorers. And timing's everything. I already said that. It's cliche. I'll say it again. But when we launched AGA, getting Ed to participate with us was an uphill battle initially.
Mhm.
RIA had a terrible reputation from a management perspective. We had another management group that didn't do us any favors. A bunch of initiatives were not followed up on. They didn't go well.
Mhm.
Ed was sort of threw his hands up. He loved RIA, but it was like,
Yeah.
this is not headed the right way. And I had this whole series of calls to try to persuade him that things had changed.
Mhm.
And he sort of took a risk on me when we launched AGA. I sent him the initial drafts of the sort of AGA blueprint, the article
Mhm.
I'd written about why we needed an AGA. And I remember he called me up and I was so nervous that he was going to tell me like politely, Ed, he's so polite and such a
Yeah.
gentleman. He's going to like politely decline, So he tells me these things. I thought he was setting me up for,
Mhm.
and but I don't have the time, right? Ultimately, he was like, and I can't wait to do this with you. And Ed's someone who has spent a lot of his time, and of course the industry's been very good to him as well. But
Mhm.
without question, there's two people. There's no way AGA would be here if those two people weren't there, and that was Ed and Katie. Katie Smith would
Yeah.
be the other one. But those two, I can't say a one. That's impossible. Over the years, Pete Consigli and Cliff Zlotnick early on,
Mhm.
they were huge for me. Phil Rosebrook, senior and junior, and Dave Rosebrook were huge in the early stages of us professionalizing our business. I mean, there's so many along the way. I
Mhm.
could never do it justice. But when I think of like the one thing, like AGA was so big for restorers, and I remember telling Ed, "Here's my vision for this."